Trailer Rewind. Every month we dig into the archives and view a film that Pete and Andy talked about in their trailer picks on the main show. Today I'm flying solo and digging into the archives to talk about the history of Future Folk. This is actually the first Trailer Rewind back when it was just a blog post on our website and hadn't become a fully developed next reel short. But before we go any further, check out all the fun stuff about this show and its sibling shows at our website, thenextreel.com. Subscribe in your favorite podcast app so you don't miss any of the episodes. Follow us on Twitter and Facebook at The Next Reel. And if you want to be part of the ongoing conversation behind the scenes and connect with other listeners, support us on Patreon. Just $1 a month gets you an invite to our group chat on Slack. So I recently watched a movie I was expecting to be underwhelmed by and then surprised that I really enjoyed it and would likely watch it again. I feel like my experience watching was more enjoyable than watching a better film that I was expecting to be good. I'd forgotten how much fun discovering a surprise film like this can be. With trailers being so easily accessible online, it's hard to be in the dark about a movie like I was with The History of Future Folk. Other than the fact that this was Andy's trailer pick back in May 2013, I didn't know anything about it. Andy said it looked like the strangest little movie, a fun, wacky, musical sci-fi comedy. He said that it looked cheap and goofy, but fun. The History of Future Folk is the story of General Trius from the planet Hondo and his attempts to protect the planet he has come to love, our Earth. Even though he was sent here as the initial phase of a colonization effort, he heard something that they don't have on Hondo: music. Trius abandons his mission and remains on Earth to pass himself off as a human. An assassin, Kevin, is sent to assassinate General Trius as punishment for his treasonous failure to eliminate the human race and prepare the planet for colonization by the people of Hondo. Kevin fails in his assassination attempt and is captured by Trius. In order to save himself and Earth, Trius introduces Kevin to music. His weapon of choice? The banjo.
What is that thing for? You stay away from me with that! Look, I just needed to get the virus right. It was nothing personal. Come on, what is that thing? There's gonna be a war for this planet regardless. Why not just end it now? Quickly, quietly, for Hondo. No!
What I did not know is that this history of Future Folk is actually the backstory for the musical comedy duo Future Folk. Throughout the film, we're treated to song performances from General Trius, and later Trius joined by Kevin, at a tiny neighborhood bar. The songs are fun, folksy science fiction songs, and you may be surprised to find yourself chuckling at the lyrics of "I Cannot Breathe in Your Atmosphere," or tapping your foot along to the song Space Worms.
Oh, well, I grew up on my planet farming space worms, where space worms can always be found. Here on Earth, as far as I can discern, there just ain't no space worms around. What can I do? I'm a simple farmer man, light years away from my home. It's mighty hard to farm this planet's land, where space worms refuse to grow.
The lyrics of the songs give us some insight into what life is like on the planet Hondo. It's a planet of red moons, swooping laser hawks, and phosphorescent trees, where you can farm space worms with your 14-legged mule. And we learn that Hondo is not only the name of the planet, but also a general term of greeting or farewell. Since this film is based on a musical comedy duo, the one thing that surprised me was that the film, while filled with funny moments, does not become a silly film. Directors John Mitchell and Jeremy Kip Walker present a film where everything is played straight and earnest. There are no comic caricatures in this film. Yes, the space uniforms from Hondo include a red bucket as a helmet, but when fans start showing up at the shows at the bar to see the band perform, they come with their own bucket heads as a sign of their fandom for the band, which turns something that could be silly into a symbol of support for the band. And the History of Future Folk packs so much fun in, you're not going to believe you spent only 86 minutes watching it, but you're going to be glad that you did. Now that I've had a chance to revisit the History of Future Folk, I'm proud to say that it still holds up. It was sitting at 194 of 251 on my flick chart, but after I rewatched it and re-ranked it, it's moved up to 122 out of 251. It's a respectable spot for a small independent musical, comedy, sci-fi love story. It's a solid 3-star film, and it's a perfect film to watch as a family. The History of Future Folk is currently available streaming on Netflix. Put your buckets on, go farm some space worms, and be prepared to be entertained. Hondo.